Good day, my dear students. For today's video, we're going to proceed with our next topic, which is about the geometric sequence. So in the last video, we've discussed about the arithmetic sequence. So this time, we're going to target the same set of competencies. However, the focus now of this video is about the geometric sequence. So again, let me repeat or reiterate the learning competencies that we want to target. These are: illustrate the attributes of arithmetic and geometric sequence with an emphasis on geometric sequence, and also solve problems involving the arithmetic, which we already have solved last video, and geometric sequence, which is the focus of this video. Okay, so again, let's have a recap of what we have learned about the difference of the arithmetic and the geometric. Pag sinabi po nating arithmetic, meron po tayong same number na ina-add at ang tawag po natin doon is the common difference. So for example, the 2, 5, 8, 11, 14, what is the common difference? Ang lagi po nating ina-add dito is 3. So 2 plus 3, that is 5, 5 plus 3, that is 8, 8 plus 3, that is 11, and 11 plus 3, that is 14. So we have here the formula to get the nth term of the arithmetic sequence, which is a sub n is equal to a sub 1, which is the first term, plus the quantity n minus 1 multiplied by the common difference. So for the geometric sequence, meron po tayong same number na laging minumultiply. So we call that the common ratio. So for example, we have the sequence 3, 6, 12, 24, 48. So what is the common ratio here? The common ratio is 2 kasi po lagi tayong may iminumultiply kay 2. Opo, so we have 3 times 2, that is 6. 6 times 2, that is 12. 12 times 2, that is 24. And 24 times 2, that is 48. So what is the formula to get the nth term of the geometric sequence? We use this formula. A sub n is equal to the first term multiplied by the common ratio raised to n minus 1, wherein n is the number of terms in the sequence. Okay, so last time we have solved problems about the arithmetic sequence. So this time, in order for us to know how to manipulate or use the formula, let us have these examples. So for example number 1, for the sequence 5, 10, 20, 40, and so on, find the 12th term. So yung pinapahanap po sa atin dito is the 12th term. So ang pinapahanap po, given sa atin, first let us identify the given. Ang pinapahanap po is si a sub 12. Siya po yung nawawala. And we have here the first term, right? So our first term a sub 1 is equal to 5. So ano pa po yung meron tayo? Actually, pwede nating ma-identify si common ratio by just dividing the latter term by the previous term. So 10 divided by 5, that is 2. So ibig sabihin po, we have here the common ratio of 2. 20 divided by 10, so that is 2 again. 40 divided by 20, that is 2 again. So pag minultiply natin, 5 times 2, that is 10. 10 times 2, that is 20. 20 times 2, that is 40. So meaning to say, our common ratio here is 2. So again, we have the formula a sub n is equal to the first term a sub 1 multiplied by the common ratio raised to n minus 1. So here, my dear students, ano po yung pinapahanap? Ang pinapahanap sa atin is si a sub 12. What is the 12th term? So our a sub 1 or the first term here is 5. Multiply natin by the common ratio of 2. Raised to, kung ano po yung sinulat nating n dito po sa nth term, siya po yung n natin. So here, this problem, we are looking for the 12th term. So meaning to say 12 din ito. So minus 1. So, ibig sabihin po, ang uunahin natin yung exponent. So, that is equal to 5 multiplied by 2. 12 minus 1, that is 11. So, meaning to say, ang uunahin po natin is si 2 raised to 11. And 2 raised to 11, that is equal to 2048. So, meaning to say, we need to multiply 5 by 2048, which is equal to 10,240. So meaning to say, our 12th term is 10,140. And that, my dear students, is our correct answer. Okay, so for problem number 2, the sequence is 324, 108, 36, 12. Find the common ratio. So in this problem, we need first to identify the given. So for the given, ang tanong po dito, find the common ratio, R. So ibig sabihin po, ang pinapahanap sa atin is si R. So that is the missing term. So we have here the first term is 324. And also, yun pong last term natin dito sa sequence na ito is assume natin as si 12. Okay, so pang ilan si 12? 1, 2, 3, 4. So given po itong mga numbers na ito, let us use the formula a sub n is equal to a sub 1 multiplied by r raised to n minus 1. So ang pinapahanap po is si r. Okay, so we have here a sub 4. Yung gamitin natin as the last term is si a sub 4. So a sub 4 natin is 12 is equal to or a sub 1 is 324. Multiply tayo by the common ratio. Siya po yung hindi natin alam. Raised to n, pang ilan po si 12? Dito, pang 4 po siya. 4 minus 1. So we have here r raised to 3 multiplied by 3 to 4. So that is equal to 12. So our goal, my dear students, is to isolate the r. So si r, meron po kasi siyang katabi na 324 by multiplication. So ang gagawin po natin is to eliminate 324 in this side, in the right side of the equation, so that si r na lang yung matitira. And we can do that by dividing both sides by 324. So that is equal to, so we have here the r cube is equal to 12 over 324. So 12 over 324, that is equal to 1 over 27. So we have here 1 over 27 is equal to r raised to 3. So, ibig sabihin po, hanapin natin yung number kung saan kailangan si 1 magiging po siyang raised to 3 and si 27 number raised to 3. So actually, 1 raised to 3 is equal to 1 over si 27 equal siya kay 3 raised to 3, right? Because 3 times 3, that is 9 times 3, that is 27, is equal to r raised to 3. So kung makikita nyo po, lahat sila may 3. So ibig sabihin, pwede na natin silang i-cube root ngayon. So having the cube root of both sides of the equation makes us cancel po all of the exponents. So, ibig sabihin po, ang matitira na lang is 1/3 is equal to r. And this, my dear students, is the correct answer. So, sige po, in order for us to check kung tama, i-multiply nga po natin 324 multiplied by 1/3. So, our answer should be 108, which is correct, 108. So, si 1/8 naman yung i-multiply natin by 1/3. So, indeed, that is equal to 36. So, si 36 multiplied by 1/3, indeed, that is 12. So, meaning to say, our common ratio is indeed 1/3. Okay, so if there are still questions, please don't hesitate to comment down below, or you can reach me in my messenger account. Okay, how about this one? So in this problem, for the sequence 3, 6, 12, 24, which term of the sequence is 768? So again, first things first, we need to identify the given. So in this problem, the given are, so we have the first term, diba? The first term here is 3, and the last term, a sub n natin, is 768. We are asked for which term. So, ibig sabihin, ang pinapahanap sa atin is si n. So, siya po yung question mark. However, we cannot find the n without having first the common ratio. So, ang gagawin natin is i-divide natin si latter kay former. So, 6 divided by 3, that is actually equal to 2. 12 divided by 6, that is 2, and 24 divided by 12, that is 2. So meaning to say po, our common ratio is actually 2. Now, using our formula, a sub n is equal to a sub 1 multiplied by r raised to n minus 1. So we have our a sub n, or the last term of 768, is equal to our first term, which is 3, multiplied by the common ratio of 2 raised to n minus 1. Ang pinapahanap po sa atin is the n. Apo, which term daw po? So, sabi po di ba natin, kailangan si n nasa isang side lang. So, we need first to divide both sides by 3 para ang maiwan si 2. Kasi hindi naman po natin pwedeng alisin si 2 at ibalik dito. So, ang problema na natin yan, nasa denominator na si n, di ba? So, kailangan nasa numerator lang siya. Kaya cancel natin. So, 768 divided by 3, that is equal to 256. So we have here 256 is equal to 2 raised to n minus 1. Now, my dear students, kung makikita niyo po, si n minus 1 nasa taas siya. So ano yung pwede nating gawin para po mailagay siya sa baba? So actually, by the power of the logarithm, di ba? So we can actually write here kung ano yung ginawa natin dito, yun din yung gagawin natin dito. So ilagay natin ito by the logarithm of 256 is equal to n minus 1 logarithm of 2. Okay, so kung makikita nyo po, si 2 naging logarithm. This is by the power of logarithmic rules, opo, laws of exponents and laws of logarithm, or rules of logarithm. So, ang gagawin po natin by the rule is para po maibaba natin sa exponent, gamit po tayo ng logarithm kay base. Apo, so now, meron na tayo n minus 1 multiplied na siya by the logarithm of 2. We need to divide both sides by the logarithm of 2. So, dividing both sides by the logarithm of 2. So, cancel natin. So, the logarithm of 256 divided by the logarithm of 2, that is equal to 8. That is equal to 8. So, we have here, na-cancel na natin si logarithm of 2. So, n minus 1 tayo. So, ang pinapahanap lang naman po sa atin is si n. So, anong gagawin natin? Lipat natin sa kabila. So, we have here 8. So, from negative, pag inilipat natin sa left side of the equation, we will have positive 1 is equal to n. So, meaning to say po, Rn, my dear students, is equal to 9. Meaning to say po, 768 is the 9th term of this sequence. So, sige nga po, i-check natin. So, we have here to check. So, a sub n natin is equal to a sub 1 multiplied by the common ratio of n minus 1. Okay, so gamitin natin si 9. Opo, kailangan mag-equal siya. So, we have here 768 is equal to what is our first term? That is 3 multiplied by the common ratio of 2. So, we have 9 minus 1. So, we have equal to 768. So, 3 multiplied by 2. What is 9 minus 1? This is 8. So, 768 must be equal to 3 times what is 2 raised to 8? 2 raised to 8, my dear students, that is equal to 256. So we have here 256. And 256 multiplied by 3, that is indeed 768. So kung makikita niyo po, nag-equal siya. 768 is indeed equal to 768. So si left side is equal with the right side, meaning to say, indeed, 9 or the n natin is 9. Okay, so this means that the 9th term of this sequence is 768. Okay, are there still questions? My dear students, if you have questions about the logarithm, so I'm linking the video that I have created for that in the description box. So you are free to view it for your reference and for your perusal. So for problem number 4, the sixth term of a geometric sequence is 486 and the 10th term is 39,366. Find the first term. So again, we need to identify first the given. In this problem, the given are the sixth term, which is 486. So we have here a sub 6 is equal to 486. And also the 10th term, which is 39,366. So we have here a sub 10 is equal to 39,366. And we have here the question, find the first term. So ibig sabihin po, the first term is the missing number. However, we cannot find the first term without finding first for the common ratio. So ang uunahin po natin is the common ratio. So sabi natin in the previous videos, so we have the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and the sixth is 486. This is, my dear students, the sixth term. Sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, and the 10th term is 39,366. So this is the 10th term. Now, my dear students, the goal is that we need to find the common ratio with this given lang. So again, we need to assume the sixth term, which is the 486 as the first term, and we need to assume 39,366 as. So if this is the first term, second, third, fourth, fifth. So ibig sabihin, this is the fifth term. So using this po, the temporary placements po, we can use the formula that we have. So we have A sub n is equal to A sub 1 multiplied by the common ratio n minus 1. So in this sequence or temporary sequence, our last term is the 39,366 equal siya with the first term of 486 multiplied by the common ratio, hindi pa natin alam. So, we must place R lang. So, ang N po natin, pang ilan si 39,366 in this problem, that is fifth. So, we have 5 minus 1. So, ang masasolve po natin dito is si 5 minus 1. So, because we have the exponent. So, we have 39,366 is equal to 486 multiplied by R, 5 minus 1, that is 4. So, ang next po natin is we need to isolate the R. Kasi po siya po yung goal nating hanapin muna. So, to do that, we can divide both sides by 486. So, dividing both sides by 486, that is 39,366 divided by 486, that is equal to 81. So meaning to say po, we have here 81 is equal, so makakancel na natin ito, is equal to R raised to 4. Alam natin that 81 is actually equal to 3 raised to 4, right? Why? Because, so wait lang, let me rearrange that because it looks like 34. So sabi natin 81 is equal to 3 raised to 4. Because 3 times 3, that is 9, times 3, that is 27, 27 times 3, that is 81, is equal to R raised to 4. So alam natin na both sila raised to 4. So we can now get the fourth root of all. Kung anong ginawa po natin sa right, yun din po yung gagawin natin sa left. So, pwede na nating makancel lahat po ng nasa exponent. So, our R now, or the value of our common ratio now, is 3. And this, my dear students, is our correct answer. So, for the common ratio alone. So, hindi yun yung tinatanong. Ang tinatanong po sa atin is find the first term. So, again, we have the A sub n is equal to A sub 1 multiplied by the common ratio natin of n minus 1. So, ibabalik na po natin itong sequence natin sa original form niya. Hindi na po si 1, hindi na po si 5. Okay, so si A sub n natin, let us assume that this is the A sub n, that is the 486. This is equal with the first term of hindi pa natin alam, siya po pinapahanap, but we do know the common ratio this time. So that is 3 raised to pang ilan po? Si 486, that is 6 minus 1. So actually, that is equal to 5. So 3 raised to 5 tayo multiplied by the first term is equal to 486. So next po natin pwedeng gawin is to solve what is 3 raised to 5. 3 raised to 5, my dear students, is equal to 243. So we have here 486 is equal to a sub 1 multiplied by 243. So, divide both sides natin siya by 243 para po ang ma-eliminate lang is si a sub 1, which is our missing term. So, 486 divided by po the 243, that is equal to 2. So, meaning to say po, my dear students, our first term is 2. Okay, so let us check if that is the answer. So we have here to check. So ang gamitin po nating last term is ito. So we have again a sub n is equal to a sub 1 multiplied by the common ratio n minus 1. So our last term is 39,366 is equal. The first term is 2 multiplied by the common ratio of 3 raised to pang ilan po si 300 or si 39,366, pang 10 po siya. So minus 1. So that is equal to 39,366 is equal to 2 multiplied by 3 raised to 9. So 3 raised to 9 po, that is equal to 19,683. So 39,366 is equal to 2 times the, this is times the 19,683. And kapag si 19,683, i-multiply natin by 2, that is 39,366. So, equal siya by 39,366, which actually balances our equation. Kung makikita nyo po, indeed, si last term equal po siya dito kapag isinubstitute natin yung first term natin and our value of the common ratio. So that, my dear students, is the correct answer, meaning to say our first term is 2. So paano naman po if we are asked with this kind of problem? So for problem number 5, a school plants a row of trees every month, doubling the number planted each time. In the first month, they plant 55 trees. How many trees will be planted in the 20th month? Okay, so first let us identify the given. In this problem, the given are, so a school plants a row of trees every month, doubling the number of or the number planted each time. So meaning to say po, meron tayo ditong doubling, alam po natin that the common ratio is times 2. So ibig sabihin, our common ratio is 2 here. In the first month, they planted 55. So that is the first month. Every month po sila nagtatanim, meaning to say this is the first term. So we have here the first term is equal to 55. How many trees will be planted on the 20th month? So ang pinapahanap po sa atin is the 20th. So we have here a sub n is equal to a sub 1 multiplied by r raised to n minus 1. So r a sub n is actually the 20th term. So we write that as a sub 20 is equal to the first term natin of 55 multiplied by the r natin or the common ratio of 2 raised to kung alin po or kung ano yung isinulat as the subscript of the nth term, yun din po yung gagamitin natin. So we have here 20 minus 1. So actually that is 19. So ibig sabihin po the 20th term is equal to 55 multiplied by 2 raised to 19. 2 raised to 19, my dear students, that is equal to 524,000. So we have here 55 multiplied by 524,000, 288. So, multiply natin siya by 55. So, that is equal to 28,835,840. So, again, our 20th term is equal to 28,835, or again, 28,835,840. And this, my dear students, is our correct answer. Meaning to say the 20th term of our sequence, geometric sequence, is 28,835,840. So we can answer this as, so by the 20th month, so they will be planting 28,835,840 trees. So ang dami-dami na po niyan na mga kahoy. So how about this one? I want you to pause this video and please try this first on your own. So a rare plant species is growing in a controlled lab. On the first week, it grows 4 centimeter tall, and on the fourth week, it reaches 108 centimeters. Assuming that the height forms a geometric sequence, find the weekly growth factor. So we have here first, let's identify the given. So for the given, meron po tayong growth on the first week, which is 4 centimeters. So we have A sub 1, that is 4 centimeters. And also on the fourth week, it reaches 108. So we have A sub 4, so that is 108 centimeters. Assuming that the height forms a geometric sequence, find the weekly growth factor. So ang hinahanap naman this time is actually the R, because that is the growth factor, di ba? Pag growth factor, yung consistent na pag-grow niya. So that is the R. So again, we have A sub n is equal to A sub 1 multiplied by the common ratio n minus 1. So our fourth term, that is the A sub n. So our fourth term po is 108. So ano po yung first term natin, that is 4. So multiply tayo by R. Hindi pa natin alam si R. So we will use R for that. So pang ilan po, para ma-identify natin si n, pang ilan po si 108. So dito po pang 4 siya. So we have here 4 minus 1. So we have 108 is equal to 4 multiplied by R raised to 3. So we need to isolate R, kaya i-divide both sides natin by 4. So makakancel po both sides, or dito lang sa side na ito si 4. So that will give us 108 divided by 4, that is equal to 27. So we have here 27 is equal to R raised to 3. Alam natin na 27 is equal to 3 raised to 3. And that is equal to R raised to 3. So parehas sila may raised to 3. So we can cube root both of them in order for the cube to be eliminated. So cancel natin sila. So we are left with the value of R, which is equal to 3. Meaning to say, my dear students, this is our, so let's make that smaller. Meaning to say, our common ratio is 3. Okay, so to check, let us check if indeed our common ratio is 3. So we have A sub n is equal to A sub 1 multiplied by the common ratio n minus 1. So our nth term is 108. Kailangan po mag-lead siya sa 108. So we have the first term of 4. So multiply tayo by 3 raised to n po, 4 minus 1. So that is equal to 3 raised to 3 multiplied tayo by 4 is equal to 108. So we know that 3 raised to 3, that is equal to 27. So we have 27 times 4, that is equal to 108. So kung makikita nyo po, nag-equal naman po sa left and sa right side of the equation, meaning to say that is the correct answer. Okay, so how about this one? I want you to pause this video and please try this first on your own. So for problem number 7, a certain breed of fish quadruples in population every season. If the current population is 4,096 and it started at 4, After how many seasons did it reach 4,096? So first, let us identify what are the given. So in this problem, nakalagay po dito that the fish quadruples. So pag quadruples, that is actually times 4 every season. So that is our common ratio. We have here the 4. And also, if the current population is 4,096, so current population, meaning to say that is the A sub n. So we have 4,096. And also, it started with 4. So ibig sabihin, our first term is actually 4. So ang tinatanong dito, after how many seasons daw did it reach 4,096? So meaning to say, kung ilang seasons daw po naka-reach kay 4,096, that is actually finding for the n. Okay, so si n po yung nawawala. So using our formula, a sub n is equal to a sub 1 multiplied by the common ratio of r raised to n minus 1. So our a sub n, that is 4,096, is equal to the first term natin of 4 multiplied by the common ratio of 4 again raised to n minus 1. So first, we need to eliminate the term kung saan po meron po tayong n minus 1. So between 4 and 4 raised to n minus 1, ang wala po dyang n is actually si 4, si nauunang 4. Kaya we need to divide both sides first with 4 to cancel 4. Nakatabi ni 4 raised to n minus 1. So we have the 4,096 divided by 4, that is 10,024. So we have here the 10,024 is equal to 4 raised to n minus 1. So kung makikita po, hindi po natin pwedeng ibaba na lang basta-basta si n minus 1. So we need to logarithm both of the sides of the equation. So we have the logarithm of 1,024, which is equal to, kapag nilogarithm natin ito, maibababa na natin si n minus 1 or sa exponent. So we have here n minus 1 multiplied by the logarithm of 4. So now, we can actually divide both sides by the logarithm of 4 para ang maiwan na lang is si n minus 1 kasi nakamultiply din siya actually. So we have the logarithm of 4 here, we have the logarithm of 4 here. So cancel natin, magiging siyang n minus 1 is equal to the logarithm. So the logarithm of 1,024 divided by natin by the logarithm of 4. So that is actually equal to 5. So sabi natin we need only the n, kaya po ililipat natin si negative 1 sa kabila. So from negative 1, it will be positive on the right side or on the left side of the equation. So Rn, my dear students, is 6. And meaning to say, that is our correct answer. So yung answer natin dito, after how many seasons, there are 6 seasons. Ibig sabihin po, after the 6 seasons, at saka lang po tayo naka-reach sa fish na population of 4,096. Okay? So now we are down on the last problem for this video. Okay, so a local charity doubles its number of food packs by a constant factor each week through donations. On the 5th week, the charity has 2,592 food packs, and on the 9th week, it has 41,472 food packs. Assuming the number of food packs follows a geometric sequence, how many food packs did the charity have on the first week? Okay, so first things first, we need to identify the given. So we have here the given. Ano po yung mga given dito? A local charity doubles its number of food packs. Meaning to say, we have here the R, which is 2. Kasi po nagdo-double each week through donation. On the 5th week, so that is the A sub 5, is equal to 2,592 daw. And on the 9th week, so that is A sub 9, which is equal to 41,472. So assuming that the number of food packs follows a geometric sequence, how many food packs did the charity have on the first week? So actually, A sub 1 yung pinapahanap sa atin. So actually, kahit hindi natin gamitin yung kaninang method, na dinidisregard natin kasi po on the previous problem, we do not know the value of the common ratio. But in this problem, we do know what is the common ratio, and that is 2. So we have, i-assume natin that the last term is 5. Okay? So we assume that the last term is 5. So a sub n is equal to a sub 1 multiplied by r raised to n minus 1. So considering if we have the a sub 5 of 2,592, which is equal to a sub 1 multiplied by the common ratio of 2 raised to n, what is our n? That is actually 5. 5 minus 1. So we have here 2,592 is equal to a sub 1 multiplied by 2. So 5 minus 1, that is 4. So what is 2 raised to 4? Actually, that is 16, di ba po? Because 2 times 2, that is 4, times 2, that is 8, times 2 again, that is 16. So multiply tayo dito by 16, 2,592. So we need to isolate a sub 1 on the right side of the equation. And to do that, we can divide both sides by 16. So cancel na natin. So we have here the 2,592 divided by 16, that is equal to 162. So meaning to say po, on the first, that is 162. Ibig sabihin po, on the first week, there are 162 food packs. Okay, so this, my dear students, is our correct answer. Okay? So that's it for today, my dear students. If you still have questions, please don't hesitate to comment down below. If you find this video helpful, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. So I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye po!